How to manage survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt is a heavy emotional burden that many carry after experiencing a traumatic event where others were harmed or lost. It often brings feelings of remorse and self-blame, leading to questions about why one person survived while others did not. This complex emotional response is closely linked to post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, and can manifest through various symptoms like flashbacks, intrusive thoughts, irritability, and social withdrawal. Managing survivor's guilt requires a thoughtful approach that addresses both emotional and psychological needs. To understand survivor's guilt better, it's important to recognize that it is often a symptom of PTSD. This means it shares characteristics with PTSD, such as re-experiencing trauma through flashbacks and intrusive memories. Individuals may also experience negative emotions like guilt and shame, along with difficulties in sleep and mood regulation. Those grappling with survivor's guilt frequently find themselves trapped in obsessive thoughts about the traumatic event, feeling disconnected or helpless. One of the first steps in managing survivor's guilt is to acknowledge and understand your feelings. Recognizing that survivor's guilt is a common reaction to trauma can help lessen self-blame and shame. It is crucial to understand that these feelings arise as part of the brain's response to trauma. Seeking professional support is vital. Therapy with a mental health professional who specializes in trauma and PTSD can be incredibly beneficial. Evidence-based treatments, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, anti-movement desensitization, and reprocessing, have shown effectiveness in helping individuals process traumatic memories and alleviate feelings of guilt. Another important strategy is to challenge unhelpful thoughts. Survivor's guilt often involves distorted thinking, such as believing one could have changed the outcome or deserved to survive over others. Cognitive restructuring techniques can help identify and reframe these irrational beliefs. Developing coping skills is also essential. Learning stress management techniques, including mindfulness and relaxation exercises, can help manage intrusive thoughts and emotional distress tied to survivor's guilt. Building a support network of friends, family, or support groups can provide emotional comfort and reduce feelings of isolation. Sharing experiences with others who have faced similar trauma can normalize feelings and foster healing. Engaging in meaningful activities can also aid in managing survivor's guilt. Finding ways to honor those who were lost, such as participating in memorial activities or volunteering, can provide a sense of purpose and help transform guilt into positive action. Maintaining physical health through good sleep hygiene, regular exercise, and a balanced diet supports overall mental health and resilience. In some cases, medication prescribed by a healthcare provider may be necessary to manage symptoms of anxiety, depression, or PTSD that accompany survivor's guilt. If survivor's guilt leads to thoughts of suicide or severe depression, seeking immediate professional help is crucial. Crisis intervention and safety planning can be life-saving. Managing survivor's guilt involves understanding its connection to PTSD, seeking professional mental health care, challenging negative thoughts, developing coping strategies, and building supportive relationships. These steps can help individuals process their experiences, reduce guilt, and improve their overall well-being. While survivor's guilt is a serious condition, appropriate care and support can lead to recovery.